crooked river street, with a piano missing ivory keys and dust beneath the seats. She poured cheap whiskey after dark for drifters, thieves, and kings, but she heard every secret that a bottle made men sing. One Friday night, the Blackbird crew came laughing through her door, with silver chains and loaded dice and boots across the floor. Their leader, Dorian Vex, said, "This town belongs to me. By sunrise, every business here will pay a Blackbird fee." Bear smiled and filled his glass, then watched him raise it high. She had a trick beneath the bar and fire in her eyes. Play those spades, turn the table round. Play those spades, bring the house down. Raise that glass, let the truth be made. Tonight this town belongs to the queen of broken spades. She sent a boy through the back door with a note beneath his coat, to the sheriff at the rail yard and the judge across the road. Then she called the whole saloon to one last winner-take-all game, and every Blackbird took a seat, certain they would leave with fame. The cards were dealt, the piano roared, the crowd began to shout. Mara watched the crooked dealer slip another ace back out. She slammed her hand upon the felt and pulled the hidden wire. The lamps came up, the doors were locked, and the room was ringed with fire. Play those spades, turn the table around. Play those spades, bring the house down. Raise that glass, let the truth be made. Tonight this town belongs to the queen of broken spades. The sheriff came through swinging doors, the judge read every charge. The Blackbird crew lost all their gold and every stolen card. Mara bought the river block with the reward she made, then hung a golden sign outside. The queen of broken spades. Play those spades, turn the table round. Play those spades, bring the house down. Raise that glass, let the truth be made. Tonight this town belongs to the queen of broken spades. Now every traveler knows her name, where the muddy river fades. Marival, the woman who ruled, the queen of broken spades. Yeah.
shack below the ridge, with grease beneath his fingernails and smoke above the bridge. He couldn't make a dead truck thunder with a wrench and copper wire, but the sheriff took his brother for a crime said by a liar. The bootleg boss named Harlan Crow had framed the boy for theft, then locked him in the county jail with nowhere else to turn left. Eli found the ledger hidden in a whiskey still at dawn. It named the men who bought the law and every deal they'd done. He packed that book beneath the seat of a 40 built from scrap, then lit the engine, hit the gas, and vanished through the gap. Run that mountain, shake that ground, let the moonshine engine howl. Run that mountain, don't slow down, hear the wolves begin to growl. With a wrench in hand and the truth on board, Eli Carter rides tonight like a thunderstorm on four wheels. Up the pass with rifles in the rain. They chased him through the switchbacks where the cliffs had no guardrail. Eli cut across the timber road, then jumped the broken creek. His homemade truck flew through the dark with lightning at its peak. At the courthouse steps by sunrise, he skidded through the square. The judge was waiting with the sheriff and the whole town gathered there. Eli raised the ledger high and read each crooked name. Harlan Crow was dragged away while the jail doors opened wide again. Let the moonshine engine howl. Run that mountain, don't slow down, hear the wolves begin to growl. With a wrench in hand and the truth on board, Eli Carter rides tonight like a thunderstorm on four wheels. Walked into the light with tears across his face. The town gave Eli every key to the old repair shop place. He painted one line on the wall where every driver could see: no road is too hard for a man who runs free. Run that mountain, shake that ground, let the moonshine engine howl. Storm on four wheels. Now when the mountain engines roar and thunder shakes the hills, they say the Moonshine Mechanic still outruns every bill. Kept her lantern bright. She ran the bill of mercy through the cypress smoke, with a hold full of silver and a heart full of smoke. Old Crow Dugan on the docks upstream, with hired guns and a crooked dream. He sent word down through the river rain,
But Maeve just laughed through the thunder's roar
and kicked that engine harder than before.
harder than before.
River Queen
Cut through the storm,
burning bright while the black clouds form. River Queen,
don't lose your line.
leave those devils far behind.
Let the river rise, let the lightning scream.
Nobody steals a captain's dream.
River Queen, ride wild and free.
Tonight that river belongs to me.
Three black skiffs came out of the fog, cutting through the reeds like hunting dogs. Their rifles flashed in the pouring rain, but Maeve knew every hidden lane.
She swung the wheel by Widow's Bend, where the river twists and the deadwood bends. She opened the valves, heard the boiler cry, then vanished beneath the midnight sky. River Queen
Cut through the storm,
burning bright while the black clouds form. River Queen,
don't lose your line.
leave those devils far behind.
Let the river rise, let the lightning scream.
Nobody steals a captain's dream.
River Queen, ride wild and free.
Tonight that river belongs to me. She dropped a barrel of burning oil. The black skiffs hit the fire and foam, and Crow's men prayed to make it home.
Maeve reached the dawn at St. Clair's shore,
with every silver coin and more.
Crow Dugan watched from the muddy bank
as his empire drowned and his gunmen sank. Clouds form. River Queen,
don't lose your line.
leave those devils far behind.
Let the river rise, let the lightning scream.
Nobody steals a captain's dream.
River Queen, ride wild and free.
Tonight that river belongs to me.
Tonight that river belongs to me.
Scream through Blackwater Pass like a dying wolf in broken glass. No lantern burned on the engine's face, just a cloud of ash and a trail of grace. Folks in town said the line was dead. 3 men vanished and 12 more fled, but Silas Reed had a map in hand and a debt to settle in that cursed land. He rode in hard on a midnight mare with a weathered coat and a coat-eye and take control. At Widow Station, the clock struck 1. Silas found the tracks where the shadows run. A black old engine came out of the mist with a dead man's hand on the conductor's wrist. Its cars were loaded with outlaw gold from a robbery buried 20 years old. The ghostly crew wore chains of rust, their eyes burned red with revenge and dust. Silas jumped through the smoke and flame, called every lost soul by their name. He held up the key from the railroad vault and shouted, "Your curse was never your fault." Ghost train rolling through the night, steel and smoke in the pale moonlight. Ghost train, hear that iron cry, run too slow and you're bound to die. But I got fire in my blood tonight, and a stolen key to the other side. Ghost train, you won't take my soul. I'll ride that darkness and take control. The train tore fast through the canyon wall, past broken bridges and a waterfall. The sheriff's men were waiting ahead, with dynamite stacked where the rails ran red. Silas saw the track through the stormy rain and pulled the brake on the phantom train. The engine screamed, the wheels threw sparks as it leapt through fire into the dark. Held tight, the ghost train vanished in a flash of light, and all those souls rose into the sky while Silas watched with a tear in his eye. At dawn he stood where the rails had been, with gold in his saddle and peace within. The town woke up to a brand new day, and Blackwater's curse had blown away. Slow and you're bound to die. But I got fire in my blood tonight, and a stolen key to the other side. Ghost train, you won't take my soul. I'll ride that darkness and take control. Ghost train fading to the dawn. Your chains are broken, your fear is gone. Blackwater sleeps, the dead are free, and the last wild ride belongs to me. walking with his collar turned down. No horse beneath him, no gun in his hand, just a brass-hearted machine and a map to the land. They called him Gideon Vale with a scar on his cheek, a man who spoke softly but never looked weak. His left arm clicked like an old pocket watch, and his eyes held the fire of a man on the watch. The mayor had stolen the town silver mine, bought every badge and every crooked line. He built iron deputies with gears in their chests and sent them through town to collect every debt. Clockwork Outlaw, running on steam, breaking the chains of a rusted dream. Clockwork Outlaw, hear those pistons cry, you can't buy a soul with a lie. I got sparks in my veins and dust on my boots, a loaded old secret and nothing to lose. Clockwork Outlaw, roll through the night, turn that crooked kingdom into light. At the edge of town stood the old machine shop, where the mayor kept gold in a vault with no lock. Gideon slipped through the rain and the smoke with a wrench in his belt and a promise he spoke. He found all the workers locked down below with cold black hands and nowhere to go. They said that mayor owns every road out of here. Gideon smiled and said, then we'll build a new gear. He tore through the walls with his iron left hand, set the engines loose across the dry land. Every metal deputy froze in the street when Gideon's heartbeat gave one final beat. Clockwork Outlaw, running on steam, breaking the chains of a rusted dream. Clockwork Outlaw, hear those pistons cry, you can't buy a soul with a lie. I got sparks in my veins and dust on my boots, a loaded old secret and nothing to lose. Clockwork Outlaw, roll through the night, turn that crooked kingdom into light. Iron coach with 6 steel horses and a cannon approach. He fired through thunder, he fired through flame, but Gideon kept coming and called out his name. They raced through the canyon where the old rails ran, past burning bridges and the dead miners' camp. Gideon jumped from the rocks to the coach and tore out the gears that kept evil in motion. Crashed in a river of stone. The mayor crawled out, but he stood all alone. The town came running with lanterns held high, and the workers took back what was theirs by sunrise. Clockwork Outlaw, running on steam, breaking the chains of a rusted dream. Clockwork Outlaw, hear those pistons cry, you can't buy a soul with a lie. I got sparks in my veins and dust on my boots, a loaded old secret and nothing to lose. Clockwork Outlaw, roll through the night, turn that crooked kingdom into light. When morning came bright over Rattlesnake Ridge, Gideon stood silent beside the old bridge. He left them the mine and the key made of brass, then vanished in smoke as the west wind blew past. Clockwork Outlaw, where did you go? Through the gears of the thunder and the valley below. But every free town from the river to sea still hears a steel heart beating wild and free.
fancy dress, no diamond ring, just a black Ford truck and a bootleg stain. Her husband died in a courthouse fight for a judge who sold the law by night. They took his land, they took his name, but Clara kept the still house flame. She ran white lightning through the pine, past every badge on the county line. With a shotgun low and a cigarette glow, she made those back roads hers to own. Moonshine Widow, don't slow down, burn that rubber out of town. Moonshine Widow, headlights low, there ain't a law that owns this road. Let the sirens howl, let the blue lights spin, you can't cage the fire beneath their skin. Moonshine Widow, ride that storm, she'll make it home before the morn. Sent 4 cruisers to block the road. He wanted the barrels, the truck, the cash, and the last piece of Clara's past. But Clara knew where the old bridge fell, where the river ran black through a cypress hell. She cut through mud with the tires throwing sparks and left those deputies lost in the dark. At Miller's Bend, she hit the gas, past broken signs and shattered glass. The bridge gave way beneath their wheels while Clara crossed on. Before the morn. Before sunrise, where the judge kept ledgers full of lies. Every bribe, every stolen deed, every man he paid for dirty greed. Clara poured the proof across the floor, then kicked the door of the courthouse door. The whole town watched as the pages flew and the judge's empire came unglued. Sheriff Harlan tried to make a run, but Clara stopped him with a smoking gun. She didn't fire, just looked him dead and let the truth put chains instead. Moonshine Widow, don't slow down, burn that rubber out of town. Moonshine Widow, headlights low, there ain't a law that owns this road. Let the sirens howl, let the blue lights spin, you can't cage the fire beneath their skin. Moonshine Widow, ride that storm, she'll make it home before the morn. By noon the judge was dragged away, and Bragg County saw a brighter day. Clara bought back every acre of land with moonshine money in her hand. That night her still house burned warm and bright. No more shadows, no more fights. She raised a glass beneath the moon and sang, "This road belongs to me now too."
where the wind carved scars across the sand. A black horse ran through the dying heat, with a rider nobody dared to meet. They called him the Dustbowl Phantom. No name, no grave, no law could hold him. He wore a coat of faded gray and vanished before the break of day. In Dry Creek Town, old Marshall came, sold water rights for a pocket of change. He let the wells run dry and bare, while children prayed for rain and air. But out beyond the Rattlesnake Hills, the Phantom found the hidden stills, not full of whiskey, not full of gold, but water enough for the weak and old. Dustbowl Phantom, ride that flame. No badge can ever cage your name. Dustbowl Phantom, through dust and smoke, you bring the thirsty a drop of hope. Let the dry wind scream, let the vultures fly. You'll pull the truth from the desert sky. Dustbowl Phantom, don't fade away. Bring the rain to Dry Creek today. At midnight he rode to the marshal's gate, with a wagon full of iron and hay. Kane had guards with rifles drawn, and a courthouse clock near the dawn. The Phantom threw a lantern high, it broke like thunder in the sky. The guards looked up, the horses ran, and he slipped inside with a stolen plan. He found the deeds beneath the floor, and every lie that Cain had stored. Maps of rivers turned aside, and names of families left to die. Dustbowl Phantom, ride that flame. No badge can ever cage your name. Dustbowl Phantom, through dust and smoke, you bring the thirsty a drop of hope. Let the dry wind scream, let the vultures fly. You'll pull the truth from the desert sky. Dustbowl Phantom, don't fade away. Bring the rain to Dry Creek today. Chased hard through the canyon red, with a dozen men and a price on his head. But the Phantom led them through the storm, to an old dry dam where the rocks were torn. He pulled one lever, buried deep, and woke the river from its sleep. The dam broke loose with a roaring sound, and water came rushing across the ground. Cain's men dropped guns and ran for high ground, as the stolen water flooded the town. The Phantom rose through the rising stream, like a shadow inside a waking dream. By morning, Dry Creek's wells ran clear, and the people gathered without fear. They found Cain's lies nailed to the square, with every stolen deed laid bare. Phantom stood on the ridge alone, then turned his horse toward the unknown. Before he vanished in the golden light, a little girl waved. Then he raised his hand in reply. Dustbowl Phantom, ride that flame. No badge can ever cage your name. Dustbowl Phantom, through dust and smoke, you bring the thirsty a drop of hope. Let the dry wind scream, let the vultures fly. You'll pull the truth from the desert sky. Dustbowl Phantom, don't fade away. Bring the rain to Dry Creek today. Bring the rain to Dry Creek today. Black horses, wheels of flame, and a mailbag marked with a dead man's name. Folks shut doors and killed their lights. They knew that coach rode only at night. For every letter that crossed that line carried a secret, a sin, or a sign. But Jesse Crow was not afraid. He ran the post with a rusted blade, a former outlaw with a crooked past, trying to make one honest ride at last. Hellfire post office right through the night, carry the truth by lantern light. Hellfire post office, don't lose your way. There's a soul at the end of every name. Let the wheels burn, let the black wind cry, let the devil's riders thunder by. Hellfire post office, hold that line tonight. The lost will get their sign. One letter came from a widow named Rose, whose husband vanished where the cold river flows. It said, find my Daniel, dead or alive. And Jesse swore he would bring back the truth by sunrise. The trail led north through hollow pine, past broken fences and an old coal mine. Shared vein had taken men, then sold their names for silver again. Jesse found a shack beneath the ridge with chains on the floor and blood on the bridge. Inside were ledgers, keys, and proof of every lie beneath the sheriff's roof. Hellfire post office right through the night, carry the truth by lantern light. Hellfire post office, don't lose your way. There's a soul at the end of every name. Let the wheels burn, let the black wind cry, let the devil's riders thunder by. Hellfire post office, hold that line tonight. The lost will get their sign. Vane came running with his men behind, but Jesse hitched the coach and left them blind. The horses flew through the canyon pass, while bullets sparked on the window glass. That devil's crawling house and the bridge gave way, and Vane's black riders could not stay. Jesse drove on through smoke and rain, with Daniel alive in the coach again. Town stood in the square as Jesse opened every letter there. The stolen deeds, the names, the lies, all burned bright beneath the morning skies. Rose ran crying through the crowd and held Daniel's hand, laughing loud. Jesse tipped his hat, then turned away with one more letter to deliver that day. Hellfire post office, right through the night, carry the truth by lantern light. Hellfire post office, don't lose your way, there's a soul at the end of every name. Let the wheels burn, let the black wind cry, let the devil's riders thunder by. Hellfire post office, hold that line tonight. The lost will get their sign. Tonight the lost will get their sign. A broken bridge, a freight train grown through the mountain snow, with a payroll chest buried down below. Elias Lane was a miner's son, raised where the black coal blocked the sun. His father died when the tunnel caved, while the company counted the gold they saved. Now Baron Blackwell owned the town, bought the sheriff and shut the miners down. He kept their wages behind iron doors and sent hungry families from their homes once more. They called Elias the Wolf of Cinder Ridge for the way he ran that mountain edge. With a gray old coat and a rifle low, he moved like smoke through the frozen snow. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, hear that howl, break those chains and bring them down. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, run through the night, steal back the dawn and make it right. Let the cold wind cut, let the black wolves cry. There's a fire in the mountain that will never die. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, don't lose your way, bring the stolen wages home today. At midnight, Elias climbed the pass, past frozen pines and broken glass. Below him, Blackwell's armored train cut through the storm like a chain of pain. He jumped aboard where the coal smoke rose, with ice on his beard and blood on his clothes. The guards came fast with lanterns bright, but Elias vanished in the steaming night. He found on the chest in the engine car, stamped with the names of the workers' scars. Every coin they earned, every debt they paid, locked away in Blackwell's private trade. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, hear that howl, break those chains and bring them down. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, run through the night, steal back the dawn and make it right. Let the cold wind cut, let the black wolves cry. There's a fire in the mountain that will never die. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, don't lose your way, bring the stolen wages home today. Blackwell rode out with his iron men across the ridge and through the glen. He swore he'd hang Elias at sunrise and leave his bones beneath the ice. But Elias led them to the old mine shaft where the mountain groaned and the cold wind laughed. He cut the ropes on the ore cart line and sent it crashing through Blackwell's line. The iron men scattered, the horses fled, while Blackwell stood with fear instead. Elias took the papers from his coat and read every crime that Blackwell wrote. By morning the miners filled the square with lanterns raised in the frozen air. They saw their wages in a wooden crate and watched Blackwell meet his fate. Elias stood on the ridge above with a wolf beside him and a heart full of love. Then he turned toward the northern sky as the town sang loud and the sun climbed high. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, hear that howl, break those chains and bring them down. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, run through the night, steal back the dawn and make it right. Let the cold wind cut, let the black wolves cry. There's a fire in the mountain that will never die. Wolf of Cinder Ridge, don't lose your way, bring the stolen wages home today. Bring the stolen wages home today. Bring the stolen wages home today. Down in the flooded lowlands of Mercy Parish, where the cypress trees leaned over Blackwater, a man named Boone Carter ran a battered flatboat with a sack of stolen medicine and a price on his head. The town doctor had sold every bottle to the rich, while fever took the poor down by the river. Boone had once worked for that doctor until he saw children dying behind locked clinic doors. He knew the marsh better than any lawman. Every hidden channel, every sunken dock, every place where the fog swallowed the moon, and every crooked deputy lost his nerve. River Rat King cut through the flood with a land burning red like blood. River Rat King, don't fear the tide, there's 100 lost souls on the other side. Let the sirens scream from the county line, let the swamp grass bend and the moonlight shine. River Rat King, keep that motor loud, bring the cure back home and make your people proud. Sheriff Darnell sent his men by boat with rifles, dogs, and a warrant sign in gold. They chased Boone through the reeds at midnight, while thunder cracked above the flooded road. Boone killed the engineer, Widow's Bend, and drifted silent beneath the hanging moss. The deputies rushed past toward open Walden, never seeing the narrow creek he crossed. At the old church dock, the fever had spread. Families waited with candles in their hands. Boone opened the crates beneath the bell tower and passed out medicine across the trembling land. River Rat King cut through the flood with a land and burning red like blood. River Rat King, don't fear the tide. There's 100 lost souls on the other side. Let the sirens scream from the county line. Let the swamp grass bend and the moonlight shine. River Rat King, keep that motor loud. Bring the cure back home and make your people proud. Found the church before dawn with a dozen men and a fire in his eyes. He ordered Boone to kneel in the mud and swore the whole parish would pay the price. Boone pointed toward the riverbank where the doctor's supply barge came drifting near, packed with hidden crates and stolen records, enough to make every lie disappear. The town rose up beneath the storm, old fishermen, mothers, and mill workers too. They blocked the sheriff's men at the dock while Boone brought the evidence into view. Darnell tried to run through the rising water, but his own boat sank in the flooded reeds. The people pulled him out and tied his hands, then sent him north to answer for his deeds. River Rat King cut through the flood with a land and burning red like blood. River Rat King, don't fear the tide. There's 100 lost souls on the other side. Let the sirens scream from the county line. Let the swamp grass bend and the moonlight shine. River Rat King, keep that motor loud. Bring the cure back home and make your people proud. By sunrise, the fever was breaking and the church bells rang across the marsh. Boone stood alone on his flatboat smiling, with the river shining gold beneath the stars.
life is safe. Names of the dead and the wages they gave. Every accident buried, every widow denied, every man who was lost when the pipeline cried. She called the roughnecks out past the derricks with their boots in mud and their hands like bricks. They came with wrenches, chains, and flame, ready to take back every stolen name. Drakes and guards in armored cars with rifles shining beneath the stars. They blocked the gate at the refinery road, but Ruby drove straight through the heavy load. Her truck hit hard, the tires threw sparks. She cut the lights and ran through the dark. The workers climbed the derrick steel and shut down every crooked wheel. Black gold rebellion, strike that match, break the lock and blow the latch. Black gold rebellion, hear that steel. A working man's blood is a working man's deal. Let the engines roar, let the oil fire rise, let the truth burn bright in the midnight sky. Black gold rebellion, stand your ground. Tonight we take this company town. Drake ran for the private airstrip gate with a suitcase full of cash and a plan to escape. But Ruby stood where the runway bent with the town's old sheriff and the evidence sent. The whole place watched as the truth came down through the radio towers across Redwater town. The records named every lie and crime, and Drake lost his kingdom one line at a time. By morning the rigs were silent and still, but the workers had formed their own will. They opened the books, they split the pay, and sent every hungry family home with a better day. Ruby stood